I see you. Yes, you. I know every tear you've cried on dark nights when no one was watching. I know that moment when you woke up in the middle of the night with your heart racing, thinking about how you're going to pay the bills, how you're going to feed your family, how you're going to survive another day in this world that seems so cruel and indifferent. I see all of that. Nothing escapes my notice. Do you believe you are alone? That no one cares about your pain? That you have been forgotten, abandoned, left behind while others around you prosper and live lives of abundance? But I am here. I have always been. In every moment of despair, in every sleepless night, in every tear shed, I was there, watching, understanding, feeling your anguish as if it were my own. Your suffering is not invisible to me. It is not insignificant. It is not an accident or a coincidence. Every difficulty you faced, every obstacle you overcame, every moment you almost gave up but kept fighting, I saw it all. I recognize it all. You are stronger than you imagine. You are more valuable than you believe. You deserve more than what life has offered you so far. I know your name. I know your story. I know the dreams you kept deep in your heart. Those dreams you almost forgot because reality was so harsh, so unforgiving, so devastating. I know the weight you carry every day, that invisible weight that no one else can see because you learn to smile even when you are suffering. I know the loneliness you feel even when surrounded by people. I know all this because I am God, and nothing escapes my infinite knowledge. But today, at this very moment, I come to you with a message that will change your life forever. You have not been forgotten. You have not been abandoned. You have been chosen. Yes, you have been specifically chosen by me, personally, to receive a blessing that will completely transform your existence. It is not luck. It is not coincidence. It is my will. It is my plan for you. It is my love manifested in a tangible and real way. You ask yourself, why? Why you? Why now? The answer is simple. Because you deserve it. Because your suffering has come to an end. Because it's time for you to experience the life you've always dreamed of. The life you've deserved from the beginning. Because I see you. And I see in you infinite potential, a capacity for transformation that goes beyond what you can imagine at this moment. Your journey of pain is coming to an end. Your journey of abundance is beginning now. Everything you have lost will be restored. Everything you have desired will be granted. Everything you have dreamed of will become reality. But for this to happen, you need to believe. You need to open your heart. You need to accept this blessing that I am offering you at this moment. Comment now and declare your acceptance, because your transformation begins with your faith and your willingness to receive what God has for you. I am here. I have always been. And now, finally, you will experience the power of my infinite grace. You were not chosen by chance. It wasn't a random decision of the universe or a stroke of luck that brought you here at this moment. You were chosen because there is a divine purpose in your life, a plan that transcends your current understanding, a destiny that was traced long before you were born. I chose you from among millions of people, from among billions of souls crying out for help, for hope, for transformation. You were specifically selected because there is something in you that is unique, something that is precious, something that deserves to be elevated to a level of existence you never imagined possible. This choice is not casual. It is not superficial. It is profound. It is intentional. It is based on an absolute knowledge of who you are, what you are capable of becoming, and the impact you can have on the world when you finally receive the blessing that is reserved for you. You were chosen because your suffering prepared you. Every hardship you faced, every obstacle you overcame, every moment you almost gave up but kept fighting, all of that was necessary. All of that made you worthy of this choice. There is a greater purpose in all of this. You are not here merely to receive a personal blessing, although that is absolutely true and real. You are here because you will be an instrument of my will. You will be a channel through which my grace flows to others. You will be a living witness to my infinite power. When you receive this blessing, when your life is completely transformed, others around you will also be touched. Your family will be restored. Your friends will be inspired. Your community will be impacted. You will become a beacon of hope for those who are still in darkness. This is why you were chosen. Not only for your own salvation, but to be an instrument of salvation for others. You will be a living testimony that God exists, that God cares, that God intervenes in the lives of those who believe. When the people around you see your transformation, when they see the abundance you will receive, when they witness the peace you will experience, they too will desire this blessing. They too will believe. They too will be transformed. That is the beauty of divine purpose. It is not selfish. It is not limited to a single person. It is expansive. It is multiplying. It is infinite. When you accept this blessing, you are not just accepting it for yourself. You are opening a door for divine grace to flow through you to the entire world. You are becoming part of a larger movement, a plan that goes far beyond your current understanding. You were chosen because you are capable of understanding this. You are capable of seeing beyond yourself. You are capable of understanding that this blessing is not just for you, but for all those you love, for all those you will touch, for all those who will be impacted by your transformation. That is the true reason why you were selected among so many others. Now is the time for you to accept this purpose. It's time for you to embrace this divine choice. It's time for you to become what you were created to be. Share this message with those you love, because by sharing the blessing, you multiply God's purpose in their lives and in the lives of everyone around them. I am here. I chose you. And now, you need to choose yourself. Today marks the beginning of a new era in your life. Today is the day you leave behind everything that has held you back, everything that has suffocated you, everything that has kept you trapped in a cycle of suffering and despair. Today, you are set free. Not tomorrow, not sometime in the distant future. Today, at this very moment, as you hear these words, your liberation begins. I promise you that your suffering will end. This is not a vague or uncertain promise. It is an absolute promise, based on my infinite power and my unwavering will to completely transform your life. You've been through so much. You've endured so much. You've withstood so much. But now the time has come for you to rest. The time has come for you to experience the peace that transcends all understanding. The time has come for you to live the life you've always deserved to live. This liberation is not just financial, although material abundance is part of it. This liberation is holistic. It is complete. It is total. It encompasses every aspect of your existence, every dimension of your being, every part of your soul that has been wounded by suffering. You will be freed from the anxiety that consumes you, that anxiety that wakes you in the middle of the night, that accompanies you during the day, that prevents you from enjoying the simple moments of life. That anxiety will disappear. You will be freed from the fear that paralyzes you, that fear of not having enough, of not being enough, of not being able to survive. That fear will be dissolved. You will be freed from the loneliness that surrounds you, even when you are surrounded by people. That loneliness will be transformed into community, into connection, into belonging. But this liberation comes with a journey. It's not an instant transformation that happens without your participation. You are an active agent in this change. You need to be willing to let go. You need to be willing to believe. You need to be willing to receive. This journey that is beginning now is a journey of faith, of hope, of profound transformation. It's a journey that will take you from where you are now to a place you never imagined possible. Throughout this journey, you will see signs. You will experience miracles. You will witness divine intervention in your life in ways that defy rational logic. You will meet other people who have also been chosen, who are also on this journey, who are also experiencing this transformation. You will not be alone. You will be part of a community of people who believe, who trust, who receive divine blessing. This journey will begin with small steps, small changes, small victories. But these small changes will accumulate. These small victories will multiply. And before you know it, your life will have been completely transformed. You will look back and not recognize the person you were. You will be new. You will be free. You will be abundant. The journey that begins now is the most important journey of your life. It is the journey that will take you from darkness to light, from suffering to joy, from death to life. It is the journey you have always wanted to take, but never believed was possible. Now it is possible. Now it is real. Now it is yours. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to be part of this transformative community, because together we will experience the liberation that God promises to each of us. I am here. Your journey has begun, and you will never be the same again. The moment has arrived, the moment you've been waiting for, even if you didn't know you were waiting for it. The moment when everything will be revealed. The moment when you will understand the magnitude of the blessing that has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. I will now reveal to you a secret that few know, a truth that transcends material understanding and touches the deepest dimensions of spiritual existence. $777 million. Let those words penetrate your being. Let them resonate in your soul. $777 million. That is the number of divine perfection. 3 sevens. Holiness in its purest form. Completeness in its highest expression. This number was not chosen randomly. Each digit carries a profound meaning, a spiritual vibration that connects you to the divine universe in ways you cannot yet fully comprehend. This blessing is not just money. It's not just numbers in a bank account. It's not just paper and coins. This blessing is divine energy manifested in material form. It is God's grace transformed into tangible abundance. It is the infinite love of the universe materializing in your life in a way you never imagined possible. When you receive this blessing, you will not only be receiving material wealth, you will be receiving a complete transformation of your existence. This blessing was prepared specifically for you. It's not generic. It's not random. It's personalized. It's tailor-made for your needs, your desires, your unique destiny. I know exactly what you need. I know exactly what you want. I know exactly who you are and who you can become. And this $777 million blessing is exactly what you need to completely transform yourself. This blessing is a heavenly treasure. It comes from the spiritual realm, the place where all true things originate. It is not created by human hands. It is not the result of work or material effort. It is a gift, a pure gift, unconditional, unencumbered, without limitations. It is my gift to you because you deserve it, because your suffering has been enough, because the time has come for you to experience the life you have always deserved to live. When you receive this blessing, everything will change. Your financial situation will be completely transformed. You will no longer have to worry about money. You will no longer have to choose between paying bills or feeding your family. You will no longer have to live in fear of poverty. You will live in abundance. You will live in security. You will live in peace. But this blessing goes beyond the material. It will transform your health. It will transform your relationships. It will transform your spirituality. It will transform every aspect of your life. You will be renewed. You will be restored. You will be elevated to a level of existence you never imagined possible. This blessing is real. It's not a dream. It's not a fantasy. It's not an illusion. It's as real as the air you breathe, as concrete as the ground beneath your feet. This blessing is waiting for you. It's reserved for you. It's yours. You just need to believe. You just need to accept. You just need to be willing to receive. I am here. I have this blessing for you, and it is yours. The number 7 is sacred. Since the beginning of time, the number 7 has been revered in all cultures, in all religions, in all spiritual traditions. 7 days of creation, 7 seals of the apocalypse, 7 churches, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. The number 7 represents divine perfection, spiritual completeness, the manifestation of the sacred in the material world. But when you multiply that perfection by 3, when you have 7, 7, 7, you reach a dimension of power that transcends all human understanding. 777, 3 sevens, the Trinity of perfection, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, each represented by a 7, each carrying divine fullness. When these 3 sevens unite, when this Trinity of perfection manifests, you have a spiritual force that is practically irresistible. It is a vibration that resonates through all dimensions of existence. It is a power that can transform lives, that can heal wounds, that can restore what has been lost. You have been chosen to receive a blessing that carries this power. It is not a random number. It is not an arbitrary amount. It is $777 million, because this number carries within it the essence of divine perfection. When you receive this blessing, you will not only be receiving money, you will be receiving the spiritual vibration of the number 7 multiplied by 3. You will be receiving the Trinity of abundance. You will be receiving the material manifestation of divine perfection. The number 7 also represents rest. On the 7th day, God rested. When you receive this blessing, you too will rest. You will rest from your struggles. You will rest from your worries. You will rest from your suffering. You will enter a state of peace that transcends all understanding. You will experience divine rest, that rest which has been promised since the beginning of time to those who believe. But there's more. The number 7 also represents wisdom. There are 7 pillars of wisdom. When you receive this blessing, you will not only receive material wealth, you will receive wisdom. You will receive discernment. You will receive a deep understanding of the spiritual truths that govern the universe. You will become wise. You will understand the mysteries of life. You will see beyond the veil of material illusion. The number 7 also represents spirituality. There are 7 chakras in the human body. There are 7 levels of consciousness. When you receive this blessing, every aspect of your spirituality will be elevated. Your chakras will be aligned. Your consciousness will be expanded. You will experience a connection with the divine that you never imagined possible. You will become a complete, integrated, harmonious spiritual being. $777 million. Let that number resonate within you. Let it penetrate your soul. Let it transform your understanding of what is possible. This number is not just an amount of money. It is a divine code. It is a key that opens the doors to the celestial realm. It is a vibration that connects you directly with the source of all abundance, all wisdom, all perfection. When you understand the power of the number 7, when you understand the meaning of 3 sevens, you understand the magnitude of the blessing being offered to you. You understand that this is not a vague or uncertain promise. It is a promise based on the deepest principles of the divine universe. Comment 7777 now and declare your connection to divine perfection, activating the sacred vibration of this blessing in your life. I am here. The number 7 is here, and divine perfection is yours. You may be wondering if this is real. You may be wondering if this promise is true. You may be wondering if you truly deserve to receive such an extraordinary blessing. Let me be absolutely clear with you. This blessing is real. This promise is true, and you deserve to receive it completely. There is no doubt. There is no hesitation. There is no uncertainty. This is an absolute divine declaration, and no force in the universe can deny or revoke it. The blessing I am offering you is non-negotiable. This means it cannot be denied. It cannot be taken away. It cannot be lost. Once you accept it, it is yours forever. It is an eternal promise, sealed by the infinite power of God. No man can take it from you. No circumstance can change it. No evil force can prevent it. This blessing is yours, and nothing in the universe can change that fact. You might be thinking that you need to do something to deserve this blessing. You might be thinking that you need to be perfect, that you need to be worthy, that you need to have done something extraordinary to receive something so extraordinary. But let me tell you the truth. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be worthy. You already deserve it. Your suffering has already paid the price. Your faith has already opened the door. Your willingness to believe has already qualified you. This blessing is unconditional. There are no fine print details. There are no traps. There are no hidden conditions you need to fulfill. It is a pure blessing, unconditional, without strings attached, without limitations. You receive it simply because God wants it for you, because you were chosen, because you deserve it, because the time has come for your life to change completely. You may be wondering how this is possible. How is it possible that such an extraordinary blessing is offered without anything in return? The answer is simple. Because God is infinite. Because God is abundant. Because God has unlimited resources. To God, $777 million is not an extraordinary amount. To God, it is just a drop in the ocean of His infinite abundance. God can offer this blessing to you without diminishing His own wealth in any way. This blessing is irrevocable. This means that once you receive it, it is yours forever. God does not change His mind. God does not repent of His promises. God does not take back what has been given. When God promises something, it is forever. When God offers a blessing, it is eternal. You can rest assured knowing that this promise is as solid as a rock, as firm as a mountain, as eternal as God Himself. You may be wondering if other people also receive this blessing. The answer is yes. Many people have been chosen. Many people are receiving this blessing right now. You are not alone. You are part of a community of chosen people, of people who have been recognized by God, of people who are experiencing divine transformation. You are part of something bigger than yourself. This blessing is non-negotiable because it comes from God. And what comes from God is absolute. It is perfect. It is eternal. You can completely trust in this promise. You can completely rest in this certainty. You can completely live in this faith. Because this blessing is yours, and nothing can change that. Share this undeniable truth with those you love. Because when you share the certainty of blessing, you multiply faith and hope in everyone around you. I am here. The blessing is real, and it is yours forever. Let me tell you Maria's story. Maria was a woman living in complete despair. She had 3 young children and no way to adequately support them. She worked 2 jobs, woke up before dawn, and returned home after nightfall. But even then, she couldn't pay the bills. She slept only a few hours a night, always worried, always anxious, always afraid. She cried alone in the bathroom so her children wouldn't see her breaking down. She prayed every night, asking for help, asking for a miracle, asking God to save her from the hell that was her life. Maria lost hope. She believed she was condemned to live like this forever. She believed her children would grow up in poverty, that they too would suffer as she was suffering. She believed there was no way out, no solution, no hope. She was on the verge of total collapse. She was thinking of giving up completely. But then, Maria heard my voice. She heard the promise of transformation. She heard that she had been chosen. She heard that an extraordinary blessing was reserved for her. At first, Maria didn't believe it. She thought it was an illusion, a dream, a fantasy. But something inside her, a small spark of faith, made her keep listening, made her keep believing, made her keep hoping. And then, Maria accepted the blessing. She opened her heart. She allowed faith to enter her life. And everything changed. Everything changed completely. Suddenly, opportunities began to appear. A job offer came. A job that paid far more than she ever imagined earning. She accepted. Weeks later, she received an inheritance from a distant relative she didn't even know existed. Months later, an investment she had made years ago, when she still had a little hope, began to yield extraordinary results. Today, Maria lives in abundance. She no longer needs to work 2 jobs. She works only a few hours a week in a job she loves, that fulfills her, that makes her happy. Her children are in an excellent private school. They have everything they need. They have everything they want. They see their mother happy, at peace, radiant. They see a transformed woman. But Maria's transformation wasn't just financial. Her health improved. She lost the weight she had gained from stress. She sleeps well now. She no longer has that constant anxiety. She no longer has that fear that accompanied her every day. She is a new woman. She is a free woman. She is a blessed woman. Maria often comes to me to express her gratitude. She tells me that her life was saved. She tells me that she and her children were saved. She tells me that she will never be the same again. She tells me that the blessing she received was the most extraordinary thing that ever happened in her life. And she wants you to know that you too can experience this. You too can be transformed. You too can go from hopelessness to abundance. Maria's story is your story. Maria's suffering was your suffering. Maria's transformation can be your transformation. You too have been chosen. You too can receive this extraordinary blessing. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to be part of this transformative community, just like Maria did, and witness your own story of abundance. I am here. Maria has been transformed, and you will be too. Let me tell you John's story. John was a man who had it all. He had a thriving business, a loving family, a beautiful home, a life that seemed perfect to everyone. But then, it all collapsed. His business failed. His investments evaporated. His marriage ended. His family abandoned him. Health deteriorated. In a matter of months, John lost absolutely everything. He had nothing left. He had no one left. He was completely alone, completely broken, completely destroyed. John reached a point where he no longer saw any reason to live. He slept on the streets. He ate what he found in the garbage. He had lost all dignity, all hope, all will to continue. He looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the man he saw. He had become a ghost of himself. He was a living dead man. He was just waiting for the end, just the moment when he could finally rest eternally. But then, John heard my voice. He was sitting under a bridge in the rain when he heard the promise of transformation. At first, John laughed. He thought it was a hallucination, a product of his broken mind. But something inside him, a last spark of humanity, made him keep listening. And the more he listened, the more something awakened within him. A small flame of hope began to burn in his chest. A small voice inside him began to whisper that perhaps, just perhaps, there was still a chance. John accepted the blessing. He opened his heart to the possibility of transformation, and immediately, things began to change. A man passing by the bridge offered John a job. It wasn't a glamorous job, but it was a job. John worked with dedication, with gratitude, with faith. Weeks later, his boss promoted him. Months later, John had saved enough to rent a small apartment. A year later, John had rebuilt his business, but this time differently, more wisely, more humanely. But John's restoration didn't stop there. His family began to reach out to him. They had heard about his transformation and wanted to reconnect with him. His ex-wife apologized, and they rebuilt a relationship based on understanding and forgiveness. His children returned to his life. His health was restored. He began to exercise, eat well, and take care of himself. He became a new man. Today, John is a prosperous man again, but a different one. He is no longer the arrogant and selfish man he once was. He is a humble, grateful, compassionate man. He uses his wealth to help other people who are in the same situation he was in. He is a beacon of hope for those on the streets, for those who have lost everything, for those who believe there is no salvation left. John often comes to me to express his gratitude. He tells me he was rescued from hell. He tells me his life was literally saved. He tells me he would be nothing without the blessing he received. And he wants you to know that no matter how deep the pit you're in, no matter how lost you feel, no matter how impossible your situation seems, you too can be rescued. You too can be restored. You too can be reborn. John's story is a testament to the fact that no one is beyond salvation. No one is so lost that they cannot be found. No one is so broken that they cannot be restored. If John could be rescued from total loss, so can you. I am here. John has been restored, and you will be too. Let me tell you Anna's story. Anna was a woman who lived in silence. It wasn't a chosen silence, but an imposed one. She had been silenced for so long that she had forgotten what it was like to have a voice. She had been oppressed for so long that she had forgotten what it was like to have power. She had been invisible for so long that she had forgotten what it was like to be seen. Anna was a woman who existed but did not live. She passed through her days like a ghost, physically present, but absent in every other aspect. Anna had been raised to be submissive. She had been taught that her opinion didn't matter, that her desires weren't important, that her well-being was secondary to the well-being of others. She had internalized this message so deeply that it had become part of her identity. Anna believed she didn't deserve to be heard. Anna believed she didn't deserve to have power. Anna believed her only purpose was to serve others, to sacrifice herself for others, to disappear for others. She lived in a relationship where she was constantly belittled. Her partner controlled her, criticized her, humiliated her. She wasn't allowed to work, to study, to have friends, to have dreams. She was a prisoner in her own life. She cried alone, but never in front of anyone. She suffered in silence. She disappeared further and further into herself. Anna was dying slowly, day after day, year after year. But then, Anna heard my voice. She heard the promise of transformation, and something awakened within her. A small voice inside Anna began to whisper that perhaps she deserved more. Perhaps she deserved to be heard. Perhaps she deserved to have power. Perhaps she deserved to live. Anna accepted the blessing. She opened her heart to the possibility of transformation, and immediately, things began to change. Anna found the courage to leave her abusive relationship. She left home with only the clothes on her back. but she left free. She left with hope. She left with faith. In the following months, Anna rebuilt her life. She found a job. She went back to school. She made friends. She started traveling. She started living. But Anna's transformation wasn't just external. Internally, she transformed completely. She found her voice. She began to speak her truths. She began to set boundaries. She began to say no when she wanted to say no. She began to say yes when she wanted to say yes. She became the master of her own life. She became the author of her own story. Today, Anna is a fulfilled woman. She is confident. She is powerful. She is free. She uses her voice to help other women who are in the same situation she was in. She is a beacon of hope for those who have been silenced, for those who have been oppressed, for those who believe they have no power. Anna often comes to me to express her gratitude. She tells me she has been freed from captivity. She tells me she has found her voice. She tells me she has discovered her power. And she wants you to know that you too can be renewed. You too can find your voice. You too can discover your power. You too can move from silence to fullness. Anna's story is a testament to the fact that blessing is holistic. It's not just money. It's freedom. It's power. It's a voice. It's fulfillment. Enjoy this video and witness how divine blessing transforms not only our circumstances, but also our essence and our personal power. I am here. Anna has been renewed, and you will be too. You may be wondering how to activate this blessing. You may be wondering what the mechanism is through which this extraordinary promise manifests in your life. The answer is surprisingly simple. So simple that many people ignore it. So simple that many people believe it can't be true. But it is true. The key to activating your blessing is sharing. Yes, sharing. It's as simple as that. When you share this message, when you pass this promise on, when you speak of this blessing to others, you are not merely doing them a favor. You are activating a divine mechanism. You are opening a spiritual door. You are connecting directly with the infinite power of the universe. Sharing is not just an act of kindness. It is an act of faith. It is an act of power. It is an act that transforms you and transforms those around you. You see, blessing doesn't work in isolation. Blessing works through connection. Blessing works through community. Blessing works through sharing. When you share, you create a current of divine energy that flows through you, through those you share with, and through all those they share with. This current of energy is infinite. It has no end. It continues to expand, multiply, and amplify. Think about how energy works. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. When you share this message, you are not losing anything. You are transforming your energy into a form that multiplies. You are planting seeds that will grow and produce abundant fruit. You are creating a movement that goes far beyond yourself. When you share, you demonstrate faith. You demonstrate that you believe in the promise. You demonstrate that you believe this blessing is real. And when you demonstrate faith, when you act according to your faith, you activate divine power. God rewards faith. God rewards those who believe and act according to their belief. When you share, you are saying to the universe, I believe, I trust, I am willing to act. But there's more. When you share, you not only activate your own blessing, you also activate the blessing of others. You become an instrument through which divine grace flows into the world. You become a channel of transformation. You become an agent of change. You become part of something greater than yourself. Think about the people you love. Think about your friends, your family, your colleagues. They are also suffering. They are also waiting for a blessing. They too have been chosen. When you share this message with them, you are offering them the same opportunity that was offered to you. You are opening the door for them to be transformed as well. You are being a beacon of hope in their lives. And when they share with other people, and those people share with still other people, you see how the blessing multiplies exponentially. One person shares with 10. 10 share with 100. 100 share with 1,000. And so on. The blessing expands infinitely. But it all begins with you. It all begins with your act of sharing. It all begins with your faith. It all begins with your willingness to act. You are the starting point. You are the catalyst. You are the instrument through which divine transformation begins. Share this message now with those you love, because by sharing, you activate not only your own blessing, but also the blessing of everyone around you. I'm here. The mechanism is activated, and everything depends on you. You are not alone on this journey. This is a fundamental truth that you need to fully understand. You are not the only one who has been chosen. You are not the only one receiving this extraordinary blessing. At this very moment, millions of people around the world are experiencing the same transformation that you are about to experience. Millions of people are awakening to the reality of divine blessing. Millions of people are connecting with the infinite power of the universe. And you are part of this community. You are a member of this global family of chosen people. This community is special. It's not an ordinary community. It's a community of people who believe, who trust, who receive. It's a community of people who have understood that life can be different, that transformation is possible, that abundance is their divine right. When you connect with this community, you connect with a force that is practically irresistible. You connect with an energy that can move mountains. You connect with a power that can transform the world. Being part of this community means you will never be alone again. It means you will have support. It means you will have inspiration. It means you will have living examples of people who have already been transformed, who have already received the blessing, who are already living the life you want to live. When you see other people being transformed, when you hear their testimonies, when you see the results in their lives, something changes within you. Your faith is strengthened. Your hope is amplified. Your certainty is solidified. The community of the blessed is a place of celebration. It's a place where people gather to share their stories of transformation. It's a place where people support each other. It's a place where people inspire each other. It's a place where joy is contagious. When you are part of this community, you experience a joy that transcends material joy. You experience a spiritual joy. A joy that comes from knowing you are part of something bigger than yourself. But there's more. When you're part of this community, you also become an instrument of transformation for others. You become a living example of divine blessing. You become an inspiration to those who are still doubting, who are still hesitating, who are still waiting. Your transformation becomes a testimony that helps others believe. Your success becomes proof that helps others trust. Your joy becomes an invitation that helps others connect. The community of the blessed is growing exponentially. Every day, more people awaken. Every day, more people believe. Every day, more people connect. And this community is becoming more and more powerful. It is becoming more and more influential. It is becoming more and more capable of transforming the world. Do you want to be part of this spiritual revolution? Do you want to be part of this global transformation? Do you want to be connected with millions of people who are receiving divine blessing? When you subscribe to the channel, when you connect with this community, you're not just subscribing to a channel. You're connecting with a family. You're connecting with a movement. You're connecting with a divine force that is transforming lives around the world. You're becoming part of something bigger than you, more powerful than you, more meaningful than you ever imagined. The community is waiting for you. Millions of people are waiting to welcome you. Millions of people are waiting to support you. Millions of people are waiting to inspire you. All you need to do is take a step. A small step that will change your life forever. Subscribe to the channel now and connect with the global community of the blessed, where you will find support, inspiration, and confirmation that your transformation is real and inevitable. I am here. The community is here, and you are welcome. This is the moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. It's now. At this very instant, at this precise moment as you are reading these words, the blessing is being offered to you. The door is open. The opportunity is before you, and you need to act now. There is no time for doubt. There is no time for hesitation. There is no time to postpone the decision. The moment is now, and if you don't act now, you may miss the chance to receive the blessing that has been reserved for you. You may be thinking you have time. You may be thinking you can wait a little longer. You may be thinking you can make that decision tomorrow. But let me be absolutely clear with you. You don't have time. Time is running out. The window of opportunity is closing. Every second that passes is a second you are not acting. Every minute that passes is a minute you are letting the blessing slip away. Life is made of moments. Moments that pass quickly. Moments that never return. You've already missed many moments. You've already let many opportunities slip by. You've already postponed many decisions. And where has that led you? Where have you arrived by postponing, hesitating, doubting? You've reached the point where you are now. A point of suffering, of uncertainty, of despair. Do you want to continue at this point? Do you want to spend another day, another week, another month in this situation? Or do you want to change now? Change only happens when you act. Transformation only happens when you make a decision and execute it immediately. There is no transformation without action. There is no blessing without movement. You can believe as much as you want, but if you don't act, nothing changes. Faith without works is dead. Belief without action is useless. You need to act. You need to act now. You may be afraid. You may be insecure. You may be doubting if this is real. But let me tell you something. Fear is normal. Insecurity is normal. Doubt is normal. But these feelings should not prevent you from acting. These feelings should not prevent you from receiving the blessing. You need to act despite the fear. You need to act despite the insecurity. You need to act despite the doubt. Think of Maria. She was afraid. She had doubts. But she acted, and her life was transformed. Think of John. He was desperate. He was hopeless. But he acted, and he was restored. Think of Anna. She was silenced. She was oppressed. But she acted, and she was freed. They all had reasons not to act. They all had reasons to doubt. But they acted despite that. And you can too. The blessing is waiting for you, but it won't wait forever. There are others who have also been chosen. There are others who are also receiving this opportunity. If you don't act, someone else will. If you don't accept the blessing, someone else will. The blessing won't disappear, but your opportunity to receive it may. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment when you need to decide. Will you continue living the life you are living now? Or will you act and receive the blessing that has been reserved for you? The choice is yours, but you need to choose now. There is no time for doubt. There is no time for hesitation. There is no time to postpone. Act now. Share now. Connect with the community now. Accept the blessing now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't doubt. Act now. At this very moment, your life can change forever. It all depends on you. It all depends on the action you take this instant. I am here. The blessing is here. And the time is now. Let me paint a picture for you of your new reality. A reality that is about to manifest in your life. A reality so different from your current life that it may seem like a dream. But it's not a dream. It's the reality you will experience when you receive divine blessing. Let me describe for you what your life will be like when financial liberation finally arrives. Imagine waking up in the morning without that weight on your chest. That weight you carry every day. That weight of financial worry. That weight of the fear of not having enough. Imagine waking up and not having that weight. Imagine the lightness you will feel. Imagine the peace that will fill your heart. That is the feeling you will experience when the blessing arrives. That is the reality that awaits you. You will no longer need to worry about bills. You will no longer have to choose between paying the electricity bill or buying food. You will no longer need to stay up at night, anxious, thinking about how you will pay the rent. These worries will completely disappear from your life. They will be replaced by a feeling of security, stability, and confidence in the future. You will know that you have enough. You will know that you will always have enough. You will know that you will never have to worry about money again. But financial freedom goes far beyond simply having enough money to pay the bills. It goes far beyond having basic security. Financial freedom means you will have abundance. It means you will have more than you need. It means you will be able to do things you've always wanted to do, but never could because you didn't have the money. Have you always wanted to travel? Now you can. You can visit the places you've always dreamed of visiting. You can explore the world. You can experience different cultures, meet different people, and broaden your horizons. You can do this not just once, but as many times as you want. You can travel first class. You can stay in the best hotels. You can eat in the best restaurants. You can live the luxurious life you've always deserved. Have you always wanted to help your family? Now you can. You can give money to your parents, your children, your siblings. You can help them pay their debts. You can help them buy a house. You can help them achieve their dreams. And you will do this not because you have to, but because you want to. Because you have abundance. Because you have more than you need. Have you always wanted to study? Now you can. You can take courses, get degrees, develop new skills. You can invest in your education without worrying about the cost. You can become the person you've always wanted to be. You can expand your knowledge, your wisdom, your understanding of the world. Have you always wanted to own your own business? Now you can. You can start the business you've always dreamed of starting. You'll have the necessary capital. You'll have the financial security to take calculated risks. You can be your own boss. You can create something that is yours, something that reflects your vision, your passion, your creativity. Have you always wanted a beautiful home? Now you can have one. You can buy the house of your dreams. You can decorate it however you want. You can have a place that is truly yours, a place where you feel safe, comfortable, and happy. You can have a home that reflects who you are. Have you always wanted to have beautiful things? Now you can have them. You can buy quality clothes. You can buy jewelry. You can buy a beautiful car. You can have the things you've always wanted. And you won't have to feel guilty about it. You won't have to feel like you're being extravagant. You will have abundance, and you deserve to enjoy that abundance. But financial liberation goes beyond material things. It goes beyond pleasures and comforts. Financial liberation means freedom. Freedom from working a job you hate just to survive. You can leave that job. You can do only the work you love. Or you can not work at all, if that's what you want. You will have the freedom to choose how to spend your time. Financial freedom means you can spend more time with the people you love. You won't have to work long hours. You won't have to be away from your family. You can be present. You can create memories. You can live the life you truly want to live, not the life you're forced to live out of financial necessity. Financial freedom means peace of mind. It means you'll be able to sleep soundly at night. It means you won't have that knot in your stomach anymore when you think about money. It means you'll be able to relax. It means you'll be able to enjoy life. It means you'll be able to be happy. This is the reality that awaits you. This is the life you will live when you receive divine blessing. This is the transformation that will happen in your life. You will no longer need to fight. You will no longer need to suffer. You will no longer need to worry. You will live in abundance. You will live in freedom. You will live in peace. And all of this will begin when you act, when you share, when you connect with the community, when you accept the blessing. Transformation is waiting for you. Liberation is waiting for you. Abundance is waiting for you. Comment now and declare your acceptance of this financial liberation, testifying that you are ready to receive the abundance that God has reserved for you. I am here. Liberation is real, and it is yours. You carry wounds, deep wounds. Wounds you may never have spoken about, wounds you keep hidden inside. Wounds of rejection, wounds of abandonment, wounds of betrayal, wounds of loss, wounds of humiliation, wounds of shame. You carry these wounds every day. They weigh on you. They affect everything you do, everything you think, everything you feel. You may have learned to live with this pain, but you never truly healed. You never truly recovered. You never truly let go. These wounds have created patterns in your life. Behavioral patterns you can't break. Thought patterns you can't change. Relationship patterns you keep repeating. You may be in relationships that don't serve you because you believe you don't deserve better. You may be in situations that harm you because you believe that's what you deserve. You may be sabotaging your own success because you believe you're not worthy of success. These wounds have created limiting beliefs that control your life. But when you receive the divine blessing, when you connect with the infinite power of the universe, those wounds begin to heal. It's not a quick process. It's not an easy process, but it is a real process. It's a process that transforms you from the inside out. As you receive the blessing, as you experience the transformation, you begin to understand that you deserved better all along. You begin to understand that you are worthy. You begin to understand that you are valuable. You begin to understand that you are loved. This understanding heals wounds. This understanding changes limiting beliefs. This understanding transforms behavioral patterns. You begin to make different choices. You begin to relate differently. You begin to treat yourself differently. You begin to love yourself differently. And this inner change creates an outer change. Your life begins to reflect this new understanding of yourself. Inner peace is the result of this emotional healing. Inner peace is the feeling of being at peace with yourself. It's the feeling of being in harmony with who you are. It's the feeling of being at peace with your past. It's the feeling of being hopeful about your future. Inner peace is something you can feel physically. It's a lightness in the chest. It's a calmness in the mind. It's a stillness in the soul. When you have inner peace, you are no longer at the mercy of your emotions. You are no longer controlled by your fear. You are no longer paralyzed by your anxiety. You are no longer consumed by your anger. You have control over your emotions. You may feel your emotions, but you are not defined by them. You may experience difficulties, but you are not destroyed by them. You have a solid foundation within yourself that cannot be shaken. This inner peace affects every aspect of your life. It affects your relationships. When you have inner peace, you are able to love more deeply, more authentically, more healthily. You are no longer looking for someone to complete you. You are looking for someone to share your life with. It affects your work. When you have inner peace, you are more creative, more productive, more effective. You are no longer working just to survive. You are working because you love what you do. It affects your health. When you have inner peace, your body heals. Your immune system strengthens. Your energy increases. You feel more alive. Divine blessing heals your emotional wounds. Divine blessing restores your inner peace. Divine blessing transforms you completely. Not just externally, but internally. You become a new person. A person who is healed. A person who is at peace. A person who is whole. This healing is real. This transformation is real. This peace is real. And it's waiting for you. All you need to do is accept the blessing. All you need to do is believe you deserve to be healed. All you need to do is be willing to let go of the wounds of the past and embrace the peace of the present. Like this video and declare that you are ready to be healed emotionally, letting go of the past and embracing the inner peace that divine blessing offers. I am here. The cure is real, and it is yours. You may be thinking that the blessing is only for you. You may be thinking that the transformation only for your personal life, for your financial liberation, for your inner peace. But let me reveal to you a secret that will completely change your understanding of why you were chosen. The blessing is not just for you. You were chosen for a much greater purpose. You were chosen to be an instrument through which divine blessing flows into the world. Your transformation is not just personal. It is cosmic. It is universal. It is divine. From the beginning of time, I have worked through human instruments. I have chosen people to be channels through which my grace flows to humanity. You are one of those people. You were chosen not only to receive the blessing, but to be a bearer of the blessing. You were chosen to be a beacon of light in a world that is in darkness. You were chosen to be an agent of transformation in a world that is suffering. When you receive the blessing, when you are transformed, you become a living testament to divine power. Your life becomes proof that transformation is possible. Your success becomes an inspiration to those who are still doubting. Your joy becomes an invitation to those who are still suffering. You are not just a receiver of the blessing. You are a transmitter of the blessing. You are a channel through which the blessing flows to other people. Think about how energy works. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed and transmitted. When you receive a blessing, you don't just keep it to yourself. You transmit it. You share it. You spread it. And when you spread it, it multiplies. It amplifies. It expands. One person receives the blessing and shares it with 10. 10 share it with 100. 100 share it with 1,000. And so on, exponentially, until the blessing has touched the entire world. You are part of a divine movement. A movement that is transforming human consciousness. A movement that is raising the vibration of the planet. A movement that is bringing humanity back to the truth of its divine nature. You are not just an individual receiving a blessing. You are a soldier in a spiritual army. You are a worker in a divine harvest. You are an instrument in a cosmic symphony. Your divine mission is simple, yet profound. Your mission is to live your transformed life so radiantly, so joyfully, so abundantly, that others cannot help but notice. Your mission is to be a living example that transformation is possible. Your mission is to share your story, your testimony, your truth, in a way that inspires others to believe that they too can be transformed. Your mission is to be a beacon of hope in a world desperate for hope. But your mission goes far beyond that. Your mission is also to serve. It is to help those who are suffering. It is to reach out to those who have fallen. It is to offer hope to those who are desperate. When you receive the blessing, you receive it not only for yourself, but so that you can give it. You receive abundance not only to enjoy, but to share. You receive peace not only for your own soul, but to radiate it to those around you. When you live your divine mission, when you become an instrument through which blessing flows, you experience a level of meaning that transcends anything you have experienced before. You understand that your life has purpose. You understand that your existence matters. You understand that you are making a difference in the world. This understanding brings a profound joy, a joy that does not depend on external circumstances, a joy that comes from knowing that you are living your divine purpose. Your renewed purpose isn't just about you. It's about those you love. It's about your community. It's about the world. When you are transformed, when you receive the blessing, you become capable of transforming those around you. You become capable of raising the vibration of your family. You become capable of inspiring your community. You become capable of contributing to the transformation of the world. Think about how a transformed person can affect other people. When you are at peace, when you are joyful, when you are abundant, the people around you feel it. They are affected by your energy. They are inspired by your example. They begin to believe that they too can be transformed. And when they are transformed, they transform other people. And so the blessing spreads from person to person, from community to community, until the whole world is transformed. This is the divine vision. This is the cosmic mission. This is the reason you were chosen. You were not chosen merely for your own liberation. You were chosen to be an instrument of liberation for the world. You were chosen to be a bearer of light in a world that is in darkness. You were chosen to be an agent of transformation in a world that is suffering. Understand that your transformation is not an isolated event. It is part of a larger pattern, a pattern that has repeated itself throughout the centuries, a pattern that is accelerating now. Millions of people are being awakened simultaneously. Millions of people are receiving the blessing at the same time. Millions of people are being chosen for their divine missions at this very moment. You are not alone on this journey. You are part of a wave of transformation that is sweeping the planet. You are part of a collective awakening that is changing human consciousness. When you understand this, when you truly internalize it, your life changes. You are no longer just living for yourself. You are living for a greater purpose. You are living for humanity. You are living for the universe. You are living for God. And this understanding transforms everything. It transforms how you see yourself. It transforms how you see others. It transforms how you see the world. Your renewed purpose is sacred. Your divine mission is sacred. Your life is sacred. You are not just an ordinary person living an ordinary life. You are a divine instrument living a divine life. You are a light bearer living a cosmic mission. You are an agent of transformation living a universal purpose. When you accept this truth, when you embrace this reality, you become invincible. You become unshakable. You become unstoppable. Nothing can stop you from fulfilling your divine mission. Nothing can stop you from being an instrument through which blessing flows. Nothing can stop you from transforming the world. You are connected to a force that is infinite, to a power that is limitless, to a grace that is eternal. This is the fullness of transformation. It's not just personal, it's cosmic. It's not just for you, it's for the world. It's not just a blessing, it's a mission. It's not just a life, it's a divine purpose. You were chosen for this moment. You were prepared for this hour. You were created for this purpose. I am here. You have been chosen. And your divine mission begins now.